Okay, well, hello everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully well. It is Tuesday, January 5th, 2016. We are almost a full week into the new year, if you can believe it. And it's been quite an interesting, uh, a few days, to say the least, with all the stuff that I've been up to. Year-end series and marathons and all kinds of stuff, right? And I am happy to be doing something new and different for you today, ladies and gents. That's right. Today, ladies and gentlemen, is the premiere of the only Grand Theft Auto game in the 3D universe. And what I mean by that is the 3D open world roaming, not the top-down games, because there actually were a few top-down games of Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto 1, 2, and Chinatown Wars were all top-down games, and then the franchise changed dramatically with Grand Theft Auto 3. But but anyway, yeah, this is the only classic GTA 3D game that I've never played. At this point now, over the years that I've done stuff for YouTube, I have played Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and then if you remember, I played Grand Theft Auto 4, plus both of its expansion packs, The Ballad of Gay Tony, and The Lost and Damned. And then, of course, I played Grand Theft Auto 5. And if it ever gets an expansion, I'll play it. But at this point, it's not looking very good for a story-based expansion, quite honestly. And then I did a few years back. I think it was a couple years back, right? 2 years ago? Was it 20? Well, actually, now it would have been 3 years ago. I think it was around 2013 that I did Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. And after all of that, the one game in the Grand Theft Auto universe that I never played was Liberty City Stories. Now, to be clear, this is not a full-fledged Grand Theft Auto game. What I mean by that is it's basically a port of a mobile game. Well, maybe not a mobile game, because they didn't have mobile games back then. A handheld game. This was, I believe this was on the PSP, I believe, originally. I'm not 100% on this. I know that both Vice City Stories and Liberty City Stories were made to be, handheld games, and then they were later ported to the PlayStation 2 as full-fledged games, but, basically think of it as Grand Theft Auto Lite, okay? So, yeah, it's kind of a return to the locations in Grand Theft Auto 3, much like Vice City Stories was a return to the locations from Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So I get the feeling it's going to reuse a lot of the maps. It's probably going to reuse a lot of the mechanics and things from the original Grand Theft Auto 3. And of course, keep in mind, the game now is officially 10 years old. Actually, I take it back. I believe now it's 11 years old because it was, I think it was like mid-2005 when it was released. So now it's 2016. So the game's 11 years old. There's going to be some wonky mechanics. There's going to be some archaic stuff. I'm sure the missions probably don't have proper checkpoints. And so if I fail in the middle of a mission, I'm going to end up having to, redo the mission from the beginning. You know what I mean? And I fully expect that. But I think that's part of the fun and the hilarity that is Grand Theft Auto. Having that classic feel to it. Grand Theft Auto 6, I expect to have checkpoints. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, probably not. Okay? So, I don't know. I've never played this before. I don't know the plot. Okay? All I know of the plot is what I'm reading right here on my PS3 dashboard. It says, forced to fight for his life in Liberty City, Tony Cipriani must use any means necessary to secure his place in the leadership of the Leone family. That's all I know about this game. So, it'll be a lot of fun. And I'm starting it today. FYI, and it's going to be a nice long gameplay session. I'm going to play it again this coming Thursday, okay? And then I will probably be playing it once again this weekend. And then it'll be my on and off playthrough balanced with Yakuza 5 until next week. I think next week I probably will start Undertale, which I heard is not a very long game, by the way. And so then I'll be balancing kind of this with Yakuza 5 and Undertale until the 19th of January, when Resident Evil 0 is released, and that'll be pretty much it for the rest of the month. I'll just be balancing all these different games. Okay? So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited to be checking it out and finally playing it. It's kind of bittersweet, though. It really is. because I, over the years, really enjoyed playing all the Grand Theft Auto games. I think that they're some of my most entertaining playthroughs, whether I suck at them or I do well at them or I'm having fun or I'm raging or whatever's going on. I do feel that when I play Grand Theft Auto that it is kind of an event. You know what I mean? And this is the last one. And then it's just going to probably be sitting around waiting for another Grand Theft Auto to come out and play it as a new one. But there will be no more classic Grand Theft Autos to go back to. The exception being if I ever do decide to, say, play 1, 2, or Chinatown Wars. But I know that if I play those, there's no way people are really going to be too interested because they're top-down. It's not even 3D. It's pixelated graphics. And, you know, there was a time for that. There was an era for that. And I actually played Grand Theft Auto 1 on PC, and I played the shit out of it. It's very fucking difficult. It's really tough. Once you get about halfway through the game, the difficulty gets so ridiculous. But I don't think that anyone really would care about playthroughs. You know what I mean? I really don't. I don't think that it's going to be too much of an attraction. Not to say that I don't want to play them, because I would like to try to play them, but I don't think that it's going to be anywhere near as exciting for people to watch as, say, playing these 3D Grand Theft Auto games, okay? So, that's what's on the agenda today. Tonight, I'll be doing more of my funniest moments of the year. If you haven't seen it yet, I got 2 videos out last night in my funniest moments of 2015 countdown. I didn't get too much done. I wanted to do more than that, but I only got 2 videos out. Tonight, I should hopefully pump out 3 or 4, I'm thinking. And then maybe I could conclude it either tomorrow or Thursday. So that'll be good to get that countdown finished, but it's pretty good. Like, the moments that people nominated were pretty funny. And I also picked several moments of my own choosing so that I could kind of, you know, spice up the videos a little bit. So it's got the kind of my honorable mentions that I pick and then the voted ones. And I hope that you'll enjoy that series. People traditionally really enjoy the funniest moments. So I hope you'll check those out. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, I will be finally concluding Rise of the Tomb Raider. I decided it's time. Let's finish it. Let's do one more session and get this thing done. So that way we can say, okay, it's finally over. All right. And I can make a judgment, you know, on what I think about the game. Because the bottom line is, I was very skeptical, about this game when I first started playing it. It seemed to me that a lot of people were so impressed by this game, yet I didn't understand what they were so impressed about. And now I'm in the home stretch of the game. So I would like to finish it to finally form a concrete opinion about it. So that'll be tomorrow's gameplay stream, okay? And then as I said, we'll return to Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories on Thursday. This coming Friday, I'm going to return to Yakuza 5. So for those of you who have been following along that playthrough, yes, I am in the third of 4 characters. And it is a girl, a young teenage girl who's training to be a Japanese pop idol. I'm not kidding you. That's where the story has gone. I'm now doing timed button presses to sing and dance with songs, and I'm playing darts and fucking air hockey, staring at young girls' boobs. I'm not kidding. This is all part of the game. And that will all continue this Friday. I know you're all excited. And so then this weekend will be more Grand Theft Auto and probably more Yakuza. And, you know, it's going to be fun. The next couple of weeks will be pretty fun. Now, there's a few things coming up that may affect my schedule. I mentioned this yesterday on the pre-stream, and I'll mention it again. There's a strong possibility that I'll be appearing on a couple podcasts coming up. As I get confirmation of that, I will certainly let you know, so you know when that's going to be. So if you want to watch the podcasts, first of all, but also if it affects my schedule, because it probably will be affecting my streaming schedule a little bit, okay? So that's going to be coming up and shifting stuff around a little bit. Also, coming up soon, I think it's going to be, I'm not 100% on this, but there's a day I'm going to have to completely take a day off for personal reasons. That's coming up. So it'll be a whole day with no streaming at all. There is a possibility I may still do year-end videos or do something else, but there'll be no streaming that day in particular. That's coming up sometime in January, probably around the 3rd week of January. Like I said, I'll let everyone know when that hits, so you're not blindsided by it. And then keep in mind, again around the 3rd week of January-ish, I am going to, once I finish the year-end series, I'm going to start with my new formula. My new formula is increased vlogging more edited videos, more edited content for you. Meaning, for example, here's a perfect example, right? By the time I finish my year-end series, I'll probably have gone a big tear into Grand Theft Auto Liberty City stories. So, why not do a nice montage-style video of the best moments of the Liberty City stories playthrough? And do a good 10-minute video of the funniest things that happened in the playthrough, right? That could be perfect. Or I could release a couple game reviews, or you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stuff that I could easily do. Weekly highlights, the best of the week. Here's the stuff that I did in gameplay that's the best from this week. That's really funny, or really entertaining, or notable, right? So that's the kind of stuff I'll be doing on my new channel that'll be all edited content. And then, for example, on the vlogging channel, right, the King of Hate Vlogs, when I start doing increased vlogging, if I see a movie that I like, I'll do a vlog about it and talk about it. I may start talking about my movies from my movie collection and do that series that I've wanted to do for a while. If there's something in the news that I want to talk about, I will. And it'll kind of be a thing where if there's something that's going on and people have, gee, I wonder what Phil's opinion on that is, I'll do a video about it. Rather than what I used to do, I would save all those opinions, and then I would do them on, like, Hate Live once a month. Instead of that, it's going to be more like every couple days, maybe I'll do a vlog about something. And then, let's say, for example, there's a couple days where there's no vlogs going on. Maybe I'll do a hamster vlog. I'll show you guys my hamsters and see what they're doing, right? For variety's sake. Or do something around the house, or, something different. Because the bottom line is I have a vlogging channel, and I don't really vlog too much on it. That was the intention when I first set up that channel, was that I was going to be vlogging a lot. And admittedly, in 2015, that kind of went by the wayside. And really, I only used that channel, once a month for a podcast, weekly for the weekend preview, weekly for, like, DSP Tries It, and that's pretty much it. Every once in a while, I do a game review, and really the channel kind of stagnated last year. And that's kind of my fault. All right, it is my fault. So, it is what it is. I have to talk to Machinima and work on the new channel and getting it partnered. I've kind of dragged my feet this week about it. I haven't really contacted them yet on that because I've been a little busy with the stuff going on. More than likely tonight, I'll probably try to contact them and see if I can, work on getting this channel partnered. Under the managed partnership like we talked about before Christmas. And we'll go from there. So the wheels are turning, things are happening. And, I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping for the best, and I'm hoping that things are going to go well. And that between the increased vlogging, the edited content, and the daily gameplay here on DSP Gaming, that everything will go swimmingly. All right? So, I don't have too much else to talk about, but I have some great news. I announced this last night, so I'll announce it here on pre-stream. As of last night, Patreon got their act together, and they finally processed the stuff that was all screwed up. And as of last night, we hit the funding goal for December, which means, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it is official. We will be doing Rockathon 2.0 at the end of January. Probably the last day of January, if not maybe the first day of February. We'll see. What I have to do is I have to make my gaming schedule, which I'm going to be doing probably this weekend. But anyway, yeah. The Rockathon 2.0 is happening at the end of this month or early February. And what that means is that I'm going to start processing all of the patron stuff this week, get people upgraded on the forums who need to be upgraded, etc., etc. And then the patrons will be able to start nominating songs that they want to see me sing and play during this next Rockathon, which is cool because last time no one had that ability. Now they do. Now they can finally say, I want to see Phil do this song. And what I'll be doing is at the end of the month kind of reading that thread and counting up, what songs were suggested the most. And those will be some of the ones that I'll be doing on that marathon stream. Okay? So that's going to be great. Seriously. I think it's going to be awesome. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad that Patreon finally stopped dragging their feet. Unfortunately, it took 4 people, no lie, 4 of us writing logs to Patreon saying, why are you not, fixing things and processing things properly? And they apologized to one of us, not to me. They actually apologized to one of my patrons and said that apparently their payment processing thing is all screwed up this month for some reason, which is why so many people got declined. But they ended up processing these pledges, and we're good now, okay? So, FYI, in the next month, no, that's not what I meant to say. In the next week or two, I'll be setting up this month's goal levels for Patreon for January 2016. You're going to like this one. This is something that people have been asking me for a while, and I do want to do it, and it's going to be great. So I'm going to set this goal up soon. I'm not going to spoil yet, but it's something that people are pretty interested in, and it should be great, all right? So very nice. That's coming up, too. So the good news is Rockazon 2.0 is a go for the end of this month or early February. More info on that coming soon, okay? Really, I don't have much else to talk about. I'd like to jump into GTA and see what the heck this game is. So, like I said, the one that I never play. The one that I've never played, I know nothing really about it. So this could be pretty fun. Took a sip of my refreshing seltzer water here. The last thing I'll do a gratuitous plug. I haven't done this in a few, actually over a week, I think. Here, I'll do a gratuitous plug, everyone. So my girlfriend Leanna has her own business. It is an internet-based business where she makes handmade glycerin soaps, wax tart melts, and it was very popular in the fourth quarter of 2015. It was a lot of people went there to buy gifts for Christmas and others, occasions. So it's a good idea. It is. It's a good thing. It's something different. If you're looking for a unique gift for a loved one, your significant other, girlfriend, doesn't even have to be for a female. A lot of male customers, fans of ours who watch our stuff on YouTube, checked out these products and really enjoyed them. Okay. Her business is called The Black Currant, spelled Currant. And she actually had over 100 orders in the year of 2015, which is amazingly awesome for a startup business. Like, most people don't expect to have that kind of performance for an internet startup business in 1 year, but she did really well. It sucks though, because unfortunately, as you know, startup businesses cost a lot of money. We had a lot of startup cost. And with the cost of the supplies and the licensing and all the insurance and all the stuff you have to do to operate legally a business, it was a good start, but obviously we got to keep it going. So every once in a while I'll be plugging it. And keep in mind, if you do order from this business, it benefits both myself and Leanna because we live in the same house. It's the same income, you know what I mean? So check it out. It's at etsy.com/shop/theblackcurrant. Gino Saji, if you're in the stream chat, he actually just posted up the link to it. So thanks for that. Give it a look. Check it out and keep it in mind. You don't have to order now, but keep it in mind there's a holiday coming up. Valentine's Day's right around the corner in about a month, right? It's something to think about. Right now it's kind of a downtime. This is typically one of the slowest times of the year for businesses in general, because everyone kind of blew their load at the end of the year for Christmas, and now it's dead. So it's a good time for me to plug it so people kind of check it out and keep it in mind, all right? In a few months, she'll actually be launching her spring line of product. Right now, she's got her winter line out, which includes a lot of wintry scents, like I think one of them is Alpine Frost, and there's some scents in there that I helped her pick. Like I think one of them was called Arabian Spice or something like that. It's male-oriented scents that, a male would probably want to wash with that kind of soap because it smells good. It's appealing, kind of, not even really cologne-y scent. None of the scents that she picked are like overbearing, but you know what I mean? Like, it's a scent that's appealing to the male nose. There's a lot of these scents that for women, I get a whiff of them, I'm like, I can't even fucking take it, man. Like, it kills my nose. It really does. But anyway, yeah. It's not just soap, it's also wax tart melts. A lot of people say, what the hell is that? Wax tart melt is a little wax cube that's scented, and you melt it in a wax tart melter, and it makes your house smell good. Just like, think of it like a scented candle from Yankee Candle, but it's much safer. It's a much safer product. If it spills, nothing happens. It's just wax, versus if a candle tips over, you're fucked. Your house is going to burn down. So that's the difference here. So check it out at The Black Currant. It's a pretty good business, some pretty interesting products, and give it a look. All right? All right, everyone. So that is it. Let us begin. The beginning of Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, the final major Grand Theft Auto playthrough before whatever the new games are that eventually will come out. I thank you for being here live. If you are here live, if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks too. Appreciate it. And let us begin. Thank you, everyone. And let's do this. Let's do this! There you go.